with Stephen Picciano, National Artist for Goldwell.
Hi guys.
And now, Stephen, you have been with Goldwell as an artist for 4 years now.
Yep.
In your time of going from a stylist to a platform artist, what was the most impactful class you've ever taken?
I think for me the big transition into being an artist was the Master Colorist program. So it happens in 4 successions, a level that is your entry level for assistants, all the way up through how to create and design the work that's happening behind me. So it just gives you the confidence and the brand knowledge to really be able to work with every facet of the portfolio. And I think that by far was one of the better ones for me.
Now, in your journey through that, there's obviously a long process in order to make that move. And we were talking earlier, you started actually in the haircutting side and moved over to the color side. So talk a little bit about how you made that transition and what inspired you to make that transition.
Well, so the transition was pretty easy for me because what I did was I stood in front of people that I trusted and admired, and I asked them where they best saw my future fit to become the person that I wanted to be. And so I really let my mentors guide me through that. And I always just worked as hard as I could to do as much as I could, and here I am now.
Now, what do you look for in regards to a mentor, somebody who's going to help guide you?
I think first and foremost, you have to look for someone who is willing to share. Mm-hmm. So there are people who are kind of closed off into themselves, and there are some people who want to express to others. But I personally, even from back in 12 years ago, my first day in the salon, I found the most talented person in the room, and I made myself attached. We were like this forever, and that was it.
Now, for somebody who's getting started in the industry, actually it doesn't even matter how far they are in the industry, mentors is something that they should really look for to help them grow. What advice would you give somebody to find their own mentor?
To find your own mentor, I think you need to put out there what you want, and you need to stay humble and stay driven, and just really be everything for someone. If, for example, if it's hot in a room and someone's wearing silk, help them get their shoes on because they can't go on stage wrinkled.
Right.
Be willing to wash the hair and do the trash and do all the jobs that we think are menial, but if you can't do the simple things, how is someone going to trust you to do the big things? So really work from the bottom and work your way up, and be patient and be accepting.
That's a great point.
Thank you.
Now, as you're out doing your own education, or educating others, I should say, what is on your agenda for 2019 and what you want to do for your own education?
First and foremost, I'd like to get better with social media. I think it's such an important part of our industry now, and it's not something that I give as much time as I should. Mm-hmm. And I'm also kind of not the most tech-savvy individual, so I'm still learning how to do things that I should do, by being 30, but I'm not that good. So that's one. And secondly, I'm starting to do a lot more photo work. I'd like to get involved with NAHA and with some more competition work, and kind of, not that I need to win awards, but I'd like to really cement a position for myself in the industry.
That's great.
Thank you.
I think that's a big thing for everybody right now is social media. And,
yeah.
I'm in that 30 range as well, and we're technically millennials.
Yeah, but elder millennials.
Exactly, exactly. I'm right there with you, and I should probably be better at this, but it's just not something that I was ever really into, so I'm trying to get there as well. So maybe that's something we can work on together.
Excellent, I'm in.
Now,
follow me.
I will. I will follow you, and I will use your guidance and everything you post.
Well, we'll do it together.
Okay.
For sure.
Now, my final question for you is, what advice do you have for anyone who has been in the industry for a little bit? Maybe they're looking for some advanced education to take, but they're really not sure in where to start and what kind of classes they should look for.
I think it depends on how challenged you want to be. If you want to break yourself in easy, do something that you're good at, and maybe learn new things or different angles you didn't approach. But if you really want to be shell-shocked, do the thing you hate the most.
Right.
Go take a class that you're going to cry in, that you're going to be frustrated and need a minute outside. Go do something that's really going to push your limits.
Yeah.
And if it's somewhere in between, then do it all.
Yeah.
But that's always my approach. It's what am I avoiding in the salon, or what am I dread getting? That's the first class I sign up for.
Yeah, well, and that's so true. I think we tend to look for classes where we maybe already do pretty well with it, but we want that validation of, I'm doing a good job. But it should be about pushing yourself.
Yeah.
It should be about being willing to fail and I think those are great words of advice that we hope all of you are going to take into account. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to cry.
No, cry your eyes out.
If you don't succeed the first go around, it just gives you another opportunity to be even better.
Yep. You can't grow if you don't actually change.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Stephen.
Thank you so much.